Advantage. Let's get it inside to Joe for the introductions.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Next fight today, 3 rounds. This is in the UFC.
No touching gloves. Albazi wears the grey in black. Now look out for the striking of Gordon. He has since everyone's last seen him, teamed up with Bazooka Joe Valtellini, who is like a kickboxer of the highest order if you're not already aware of his work. Glory champion.
Yeah, he also has Sam Stout in his corner as well, who was a long-time UFC roster, on the roster, pardon me, and a very, very good kickboxer as well, so no doubt sharpening those kicks.
One of my favorite guys to watch of all time was Sam Stout.
Yes, he was awesome.
And we've got to tip the cap as well then to Sean Tompkins, who was kind of at the genesis of all of those guys, right?
Absolutely.
And we see that long reach being put to use by Gordon early. Albazi tries to tap the hand, punch that right through. These guys were staring at one another. They were signed to another organisation in the Middle East.
Oh, nice left hook.
Yeah, a little check hook right there from Albazi.
So Albazi got the call for this one, and just 3 hours after he put the phone down, he had to turn on his heels and go into quarantine to get over to Fight Island. Yeah. Pick up the mouthpiece, the groin guard.
Hey, listen, you got to do whatever you got to do.
Testament to the kid.
You get a UFC debut, you get the opportunity to fight for the biggest promotion in the world. And make no mistake, when you start mixed martial arts, that's the goal. That's where you want to be. So if you get that call, if you're going to do 2 days to quarantine, 2 weeks, they don't care. They'll do whatever it takes to be a part of the greatest organization in the world.
Nice calf kick there from Albazi.
And to be honest, I'm not surprised in terms of his character. The man from Iraq, they had to flee as a family from the war to Syria. They then went to Sweden. His parents moved to London.
Really nice signal, like beautiful work.
Turned him all the way down to the canvas. His parents moved to London when he was just 15, but he said, I'm not moving anymore, Mum and Dad. And he stayed with his 16-year-old brother when he was just 15 by himself. And that's when he started wrestling and eventually found mixed martial arts. And here he is today, making his family very proud.
Well, certainly paying off. That was a really nice single leg. Prior to that, we saw a nice body kick as well. So piecing it all together nicely here.
And do you know what? That is the exact same single leg that Alexander Gustafsson does. I think that's what he took John Jones down with, and he would have been on a match with him at All Stars.
Malcolm X does have a very aggressive guard in some of his highlights. He has some unusual submission transitions. Spinning much though, straight on his back. Look at that, beautiful. Kind of curious something up here. Albazi not gives up because he backed up out of the guard and then just got right back in.
Good shoulder pressure here from Albazi. Really putting that shoulder.
You know.
And now he's in half guard
for a moment there as well.
He was trying to take the back, no good for him. Now he's got half guard.
Into Gordon's face, he's in half guard. He's trying to pass. He's got his shin across that knee. He's going to try to push that down and then peel his knee up through the legs of Gordon and either go to mount or push it through to the side and take side control.
Yeah, Gordon's got the lockdown though, if you see the way the legs are laced for the people at home. That's called the lockdown. That makes it hard for Albazi to pull that leg through. But you're right, Paul, that's exactly what he was trying to do.
Yeah, he's tied up now.
UFC Fight Pass is a new home for our UFC Unfiltered video podcast. This week, Jim Milton and Matt Serra are joined by Calvin Cater to discuss combat sports' hottest topics. Sign up and watch today.
And there it is.
Yep.
That's how you pass it, though. Smash him in the elbow a couple of times. They'll open up the legs, trust me. Give them something to think about.
And super high mount here as well.
You were celebrating the grappling skills and pedigree of Malcolm Gordon, who has a black belt. It's a purple belt for Albazi, but he didn't get the memo.
Yeah, sometimes that doesn't matter, right?
It does not matter. You know, sometimes, you know, when you start MMA, you might stop training in the gi. Right. Because obviously there's so many different disciplines. You can't do no gi jiu-jitsu,
nice
wrestling,
work. All right into a triangle.
All those different things, and still keep up time in the gi.
So you kind of trying to adjust it. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good. I'm saying you kind of abandon the ranking system of the belts. As we see here, though, the jiu-jitsu skills are really good. That is a tight triangle.
It's still on the foot, but he's pulling the head down and adding pressure. He doesn't want to adjust it too much, and he doesn't want to lose that grip.
In his UFC debut, with 3 hours notice.
4 minutes, 42 seconds, round number 1, submission by triangle choke for your winner, Amir, the Prince Albazi.
Congratulations on your victory. Just give us your thoughts, man. I imagine this has been a pretty crazy experience for you overall. So what's the emotions like for you right now?
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's been actually a really crazy journey this week here. You know, everything just been experience, a bit up and downs. But when you pull out the win, you know, last seconds always feels good.
Yeah. What was the attitude coming in? I mean, kind of like you said, the whole experience. Did you think, well, if I lose, whatever, I'm here? What was the feeling?
Nah, those who know me know the only way I go out is if I'm asleep, either by choke or knockout. So I don't even have that in mind. You know, I took the fight on 10 days notice. I know what tools I can bring to the table, and I'm just here and showed my skill set.
We hear a lot about octagon jitters, the nerves the first time. Did you experience those nerves? What was the feel like?
To be honest, crazy enough, I thought I can experience more nerves in the UFC, but to be honest, I was like just calm, and I felt like home. I felt like this is what I do. This is what I do for a living. Nothing different than what you're doing right there.
Nice. You went to the triangle choke to get the finish. At first, I didn't think it looked tight with your leg position. Did you know that this was?
Yeah, actually, I knew. Like when I locked up that triangle, I knew that triangle is not 100% on. He was defending it well, but I knew the time was running out as well. So I knew if I fix the triangle, he might slip off. So I took the risk of just squeezing. You know, I might have burned myself out for the next round, but I could hear him like gag a bit and breathe heavy. So I just went for it.
Very nice. Give me the idea, now that you got this under your belt, what comes next? I mean, are you looking to fight right away? Would you rather have an actual camp, an actual train next time? What's the next move?
If Dana give me that 50 G's, you know, I stay on the island and I fight again next week.
Amir, congratulations. What did you say? I saw you go over to Dana at the end there. What were you saying? You were speaking to him quite a bit.
No, I remember before we went yesterday after the weigh-in, he was speaking back in the locker room, you know, saying that, you know, we shouldn't leave it to the judges and go make a performance of your life, you know, and that's exactly what I tried to do, you know. I felt like I was in control standing up, took it to the ground and submitted him last second. So I think that's the performance of the night. What do you think?
It was pretty impressive. And what do you think you proved there tonight? As you said, like the big stage, you haven't had that much time to prepare. What kind of message did you send out tonight, do you think?
That I'm always ready, you know. This was without a proper training camp, you know. Then you can just imagine if you give me like 6-8 weeks to prepare what I can bring. I think I'm a champion level athlete, you know, and that's what I'm coming for. I'm coming for the belt. I'm not here just to be any other flyweight.
Sorry, Amir, lastly for me, how do you think that would have been received back in Iraq?
Wow, Iraq, I've been struggling a lot, man, since I left like 20 years ago until now. So it just really comes from my heart. I want to give them something to smile about, something they can be happy and proud over.
You were scheduled to fight in Sweden in April, but then the event got canceled. How surreal it is to have that fight canceled, and now 3 months later, you in the UFC celebrating your first win.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, I wanted to show my skills back. I grew up in Sweden, so I was a bit pissed off, disappointed that fight didn't happen. So when I got the call, I'm like, yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to just jump on it and still show people what I can do.
Last one. This was the first triangle choke submission in the UFC this year. Why do you think that we don't see many more of them?
I think there's many reasons. I think jiu-jitsu have changed a lot from when I started to how jiu-jitsu looks now. I think the rules ruined it a bit, to be completely honest with you, and that's why I stopped with jiu-jitsu myself. I like the old school type of jiu-jitsu, you know, the jiu-jitsu that is, you know, with pressure and with triangles, submissions, going for the finish.
How do you think rules change in jiu-jitsu that led to this?
It's a lot of gray areas, a lot of pulling guard, a lot of playing on advantages, playing on points. That is not really my style. I'm an aggressive jiu-jitsu fighter, you know. If I jump on your neck, jump on your leg, jump on your arm, it's finished. That's coming home with me.